ha, ha. Welcome back to the Mr. Peck Show. I remember back in the days of late night VidMe and all this, and Frater's kind of giving me the permission to go ahead and do the Mr. Peck Show, even though it's technically his show on top, but, oh, so I kind of miss having Peter Graves, though. He always used to say, "This is daytime VidMe," and then I would yell at him. Oh, the old time memories. Old times. Sometimes just memories that die, and that's well, we can keep the memories alive. So with the show today, I got Billy, Frater, and Pugapi, and I gotta keep them busy, or else they're gonna drive me insane. Being the kids they are. So, so with the Mr. Peck show, we got a special dance number. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know how this is going to work out. Oh boy. Um, so it's a special German slapper dance. Sometimes they play this around the pagan maypole and stuff. They have the people with the bats. And, folks at home, am I doing the wrong thing here? I mean, this doesn't sound like a good idea. Uh, I don't know. It might be content though. Okay. Okay. I see them. They're Frater, Puguppy, and Billy. They're all dressed up in the slapper outfits. They got the suspenders and all that stuff. And they got the cricket bats. Uh, um, okay, so the music's playing, and they're slapping their knees, slap, slap, slapping their knees, slap, 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 and then slapping the knees, and then bam, 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 bam. Hey, hey, you hit me. Oh, you hit me. Oh, you could have hit me now, huh? Oh, guys, I think there's some more organization with this kind of dance. It's a bit of a comedy thing. It's and then Pooh Guppy, Frater just totally wallops Puguppy, like, bam! You think you're gonna think you're gonna hit me, huh? Buddy, you're out of line. Bam! And Frater crashes into Gregory Peck. Ah! Ah! Oh, you're in my way. Bam, 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 bam. Where's one of those cricket bats? Oh, I need to get a cricket bat. Let's go get Mr. Peck. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, it's my show. Oh, no, buddy. You're on loan right now. We're the ones that control. Oh, no, this is elder abuse. Bam, 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 bam. And then Frater just sort of backs up a little bit accidentally and then knocks into Billy, and Billy goes flying. Crash right through a window, and he falls over, and he's outside. And then, of course, Pooh Guppy, he swings really hard at Mr. Peck, and oh my gosh, and Mr. Peck ducks, and then he accidentally hits Frater. Oh, oh my, that's a hard hit. Oh, sorry, buddy, I missed. And then Mr. Peck then clotheslines Pooh Guppy Adams, like, okay, that's it. You want to really have a good old brawl here, Pooh Guppy Adams? We're gonna do this again. Oh boy. Like, But then Pooh Guppy grabs the cricket bat and like slaps Mr. Peck in the legs, like, my legs! That's not fair. You have a weapon. I don't have a cricket bat. And then slowly, Billy's like crawling back through the window. he's not too bad off, and Billy sort of like dives at Frater, because he's the one who threw him for the window by accident, and Frater like ducks out of the way, and Billy just bounces right off the wall. Oh, that hurt! Oh, that hurt! And like, oh, jeez, Frater picks the uh, uh, cricket bat up, and he takes a swing at Pooh Guppy and Mr. Peck. Bam, bam, bam. They're like, jeez. Oh my goodness, this is out of control. Come on, we got a show to do. Like, what do you mean, man? This is an all-out brawl now, buddy. This is how this dance is done. It's supposed to be a comedy act. It's not supposed to be. You just start wailing on someone. But Pooh, what do you think? Well, no, actually, the dance is about totally kicking your ass. That's what it is. Oh no! And Frater's taking his advice. This man's advice is sound. Are you questioning that? Bam, 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 bam. Rawr! That's a lot of hits. I can't take it, man. I can't take it anymore. And then finally, of course, they all just get tired and collapse on the ground. Like, oh man, that was terrible. Well, I got my ex. That's some bad stuff. Oh boy, I don't know what I was doing here. Well, we're gonna probably take a nap here, then we're gonna play a video game, and as that's what we do. It's a gaming show, right, Frater? I guess, yeah, I guess, yeah. It's video games, And we are back, and we are playing Alien Isolation. Frater, I got a question to ask. Yeah, go ahead. When you were editing that 7 Days to Die footage, I seem to have sworn there was a lot more to that playthrough than what you played. Because, well, actually, what happened was last episode there was a new Medicare went live, and so I just kind of like ended it. So I maybe that footage actually is in there, but yeah, there's a scene where we go to a military base and basically get destroyed. But no, look, there is sometimes it just happens, when you're doing a big chunk of video that you might skip a section. I'm not the most technical when it comes to these things, and sometimes just mistakes happen. So it's just a hobby. It's not like this is not a serious channel. It's it's the main content is usually your skits. The game is just kind of a, it's just it's just sort of a chair. It's just a little cherry on top. It's a pretty tasty cherry. Yeah. It's a very strange looking woman named Amanda. Is that's probably the worst picture I've ever seen of a woman. That's like that's supposed to be your character in the game. Like, looks like a guy, just a guy named Steve or something. Well, his name's Amanda. Amanda Hug a Kiss. I'm Amanda Hug a Kiss. So the problem with Alien Isolation, and it's happened to me in the past, is the game is a little slow building. So what we're gonna do is get a little of an anxiety going. Just a little, just kick of an anxiety before we start the single player. We're gonna play the time trials. you know, and we're gonna get probably massacred by the alien. And at least we get to do this. This is generally pretty fun, you know, and it's very scary. You know, you're trying to hide. I'm terrible at this game. I'm absolutely terrible at stealth games. Like I'm just used to just, you know, going up and go bap 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 bap. I just don't do the hiding thing. It's very scary. You know, it's just like you just can't do it. It's like, but you know, nonetheless, you know. So you know, like you know, this first room, it's before you go into the main room with the actions. As soon as you hit this is it. You know that the alien's gonna appear, and then you gotta, you know, you're gonna have to do the thing. You know, you're gonna have to make it your way through the room without getting detected, or you're dead. You end up dead. You just dead. Yeah, you end up dead. Oh, by the way, Pugapi and Billy are still knocked out. They're just... Well, that was your idea, old man. You out out. Yeah, that was your idea. You slapper dance like you fought. I remember you came up to us and here's the idea for the show. We're gonna have you guys dressed up as like German dancers, you know, and you're gonna get cricket bats and you're gonna just like gently tap each other, and it's gonna be really funny for the show. You do realize, right, that like everything on this show is like still frames, you know? It's not like you physically can see things, so you have to describe it. Because we're too lazy. We will never have full motion video on the first part of the show. It's not that would be not even Kino. You know, so we're not moving. We're not changing the way the show's done. Well, I know, but it's just it was supposed to be comedy. I didn't know it was going to turn into like just a hardcore brawl. I was just not expecting that. Oh my goodness! Right off the bat. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, as soon as you hold that, it's. As soon as you tap that, bam. Time to. You know, to be honest with you, you know, Frater, like, what would you do in this situation? Well, I would have never hit that. I would never have hit that button, and I would just starve to death in this room. Just starve to death. It'd suck, but at least I'm not getting like devoured by like a freaking alien. But bro, I mean, so yeah, so we started a little with anxiety. Yeah, just to see. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's kind of like the game goes. Are you thinking of closing that door? We're never letting you close that door again. You can see how chicken shit. Which really does start the thing off good, because last 2 episodes were boring. You know, they were just, you know, once I figured out how to hit the zombies, that was it. It was sort of like bap, bap. They fall down. Okay, wait a little bit. They get up. Bap. Bap. That's it. They're dead. Then I walk a little bit. Go collect this egg. Go collect this garbage. Then bap, and then bap, and then bap, and then bap. Well, that's fun. It makes you wonder what the alien's doing right now. Well, he's probably just walking around. He's just sort of like, well, I wonder what the player's doing, you know? I just want to know what you're doing. And this is pretty much where we are probably going to die. This is not going to end good. And you know, like you know, we got the footage muted right now, but yeah, right now you hear the thump 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 thump. You know, like yeah, you're going down, buddy. Never leave the cabinet. Yeah, never leave the cabinet. Just never do it, man. Just stay in the cabinet forever and hold your breath. The big problem too is like I think I at the time I was playing this, I forget if I was using mouse and keyboard or if I was using a controller, and I forgot which. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm immediately done. You're supposed to hold your breath, and I'm not holding my breath, and I'm dead. Yeah, that's it. Then after this, then after this, then I went back to doing the single player because I was like, well, no, that's enough. It'd be funny if you just ran in there and just ran right to the door or something. Yeah, that would be kind of disastrous. I kind of like games that are more chill though. I'm not really into like the whole survival horror thing, but you know, it was just that, you know, I grew up with the Alien movies, and it was like, this is like probably the most faithful to the original movie, you know, which was, you know, the second movie was all about big weapons and stuff like that, and this is more about, first movie was more about surviving with very little. Well, didn't the third movie go back to that with the idea that there wasn't... Well, see, by that point, people liked, you know, all the Marines with the weapons and stuff, and it was a prison with one alien, and I don't know. I think by that point, people had pretty much gotten the point of it, the whole thing. I always thought that you know, the ship from the first movie, like, was very creepy. You know, it was a very good designed model ship. You know, it's very creepy. Wow, I wonder what nightmare mode would be like. Now, probably like, usually it just means that enemies have more health and you have less. So I don't know why they're having me do this calibration when they didn't have me do that during the you know, time trial I did. So, oh well. I also let you know I got pretty much most of the Alien games on Steam, and so we are going to be playing that. We're going to be playing most of the Alien catalog.
The commercial starship Nostromo.
Yeah, we've already played. You know, we played Alien vs Predator 2000. 2010 is on the list. Colonial Marines.
Parker.
This. It's quite a few games, actually. Now, there's some, you know, there's some newer ones that did come out, and I had no interest in it. I think it's like almost like an overhead type game, you know, and I just Firestorm or something. I just don't care. I think I was sort of like
This is Ripley.
kind of I don't know. I like the
Last
Alien
survivor
Isolation.
of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Dead air. Black screen, dead air. Yeah. Well, our resident dead air guy, he's still knocked out cold.
I'm Samuels. I work for the company.
You girl in a
About
jumpsuit.
your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda.
They did actually a good job making her
Commercial
character
vessel,
model
the
look like,
Isadora, has
you know, like
recovered what we
she's
believe
related
to be the
to
flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Sigourney Weaver's
Where?
character in the original
See to a ticket.
movies.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port
I know what it
facility.
is.
Well, at least we got Mr.
Transit's
Coffee
arranged.
in the future.
There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out
Mr.
that way in
Coffee,
2
Mr.
days.
Radar.
We're going to travel out.
We.
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley.
Hopefully no Starbucks.
When this
So.
job came across my desk,
They went
the case
out
history.
because Taco Bell started to have coffee, and Taco Bell coffee
I know
would end up
why you're
defeating
working
Starbucks in
region
the
where
future.
she went missing. You're still looking.
Taco Bell coffee.
I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want
I
to
only
come
did
along.
coffee when I worked an office job. I did it then,
Maybe
but
there'll be
now
some
the way things are
closure
presently,
for
I
you.
just don't. So what is the official canon of Alien? Like, well, there was that Aliens Forever movie. I actually hate that. Whoa, oh, well, Frater, you like to cross-dress. You're in the right body. Yeah, I guess so. No, I saw that movie in the theater, and it's just all action. I don't remember anything about it. When that movie came out, that was back in like, I forget if that was in the, I think that was in the late 90s or something. Yeah, there's that movie, like, a lot of people hate that movie. Little Yokozuna. A book by Frank Miller? I have no idea. You know, I hate to say this, but like, I don't know, I think this game did space way better than Starfield. I know we're supposed to be in 2011, but yeah, it's kind of against continuity. Like, it's supposed to not. We're supposed to be trapped, and you know, we should be playing, admitting we've actually played modern games when we. Yeah, but I just feel like this game like did space perfectly. And I know like a person could say, well, but it's not open world and all that. And it's like, yeah, but technically in space, there's no such thing as open world because, you're stuck. You're stuck either on a space station or a spaceship or, so as far as the space station, yeah, you're in that world. It's a more restrictive world. It's smaller, but it's just this was so detailed. And and wait until you get on the space station. It actually looks pretty good. And so if you had like a game like this, maybe minus like the aliens and stuff, and you just had like space drama and all that, the space stuff, and then maybe eventually you get into some like dogfighting in space and stuff against, an alien threat or something. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, you can't. I mean, really. I mean, with the spaceship, it's really kind of an illusion of distance, anyways. I mean, can't really go outside the ship, really. I mean, it's very risky, and so unless you're gonna, go to different planets, but if you're just in space, there's a lot of ways to trick the mind to think you're in a much bigger world than you are. It's just you're limited. So that's it. Just exploring. It's nice, a very detailed little ship. Yeah.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-class.
I'm taking this as the guy who kind of like,
I've
he's
worked
one of those
engineering jobs on
bishops.
ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
Which, for those who don't know, those are like the androids. Realize all the problems you'd have just trying to do a space expedition. I mean, for crying out loud, they have 140 people on a cruise ship and they all get sick. Well, I saw that story. I remember that story, and it was like they're going to be out to sea for 108 days. Though it's like, that's kind of overkill.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good, and I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry.
She's sort of the mousy
like
girl,
death.
just
I don't know how you
she's
people put up with
the
hypersleep
resident
regularly.
weeaboo.
You get used to it.
Resident
I don't do
weeaboo.
long haul very often.
She
Most legal execs
you
don't
know,
travel
she
further than the coffee machine.
excelled in
I'm
her
surprised
study
William Connie felt the
hall
need
with
to sound legal
her
at all.
The
knowledge
most
of
them stone
anime,
on its
and
cargo
now
cost the company a lot of
she's
money. It's
she's
important we find
gonna
out what
get
happened.
destroyed by an
If I can close the case with a conclusive
1970s
accident report,
era
it'll look
villain,
great with my superiors.
that's not
I'm
in her
sorry.
comics, so
That
she
was
has no
insensitive.
knowledge of that, and
I realize Your mother has been missing.
I'm
for
trying
15
to
years.
be like
You-
polite here.
It's okay.
I'm looking up
We'll both
down
get
at
along,
her,
right?
and she seems so shy, and I'm
Have you
just
seen
trying to be
Samuels?
okay, Taylor.
He's
what-
probably been up for hours.
No, I'm just trying to be nice, you know. Not looking down on you like you woman.
Approaching Sevastopol Station.
I
Looks
got
like we're up.
cassette tapes. That's cool. Yeah, that's real retro. Which doesn't make any sense, because you got all this, the like nice ship, and it's like the one thing they just never bothered to even excel at, though, is like odd, getting past cassette tapes. Cassette tapes used to suck. Yeah, I used to suck with cassette tapes. You put it in, and if it's something screwed up, and you got all this like tape out of the cassette everywhere, and you gotta like rewind that back in and stuff. It sucked.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old.
And we're in the control
She was a
room.
wreck when I bought her. Took a few
You're
years and a lot
right.
of contracts to
This game
refit.
is very
She pays herself now.
slow.
You said
Really
we're
starts
approaching
slow.
Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
Frater, what are you
I
looking
believe
at?
your contact is Marshall Waits, is that right?
Sorry,
I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good.
she's
Let's
attractive.
get this done.
I know.
Miss
Oh.
Taylor, routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
I've been on this ship alone for
Quick
years.
con so I can say hello.
I know it's cabin fever.
Does anyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the
You know,
approach on the
it's
monitors.
funny because, like, even a woman that's like not even really that attractive, but if you were around her all the time, there was nobody else. Like she would become like the most attractive thing to you because you're just sort of like, I hate this part right here. I hate to say this because I don't know what it's not telling me what to do here. Like, I'm like going, okay, let me sit down somewhere. What? Let me sit down. I'll go stand by the thing here. Wait, what do you want me to do? Oh no, it's one of those games. Like I'm just getting pushed by Bishop here. Okay. That's why we did that time challenge, because I really wanted to just give the people at home just something, because I know how this game is. Like, it really starts slow, so, like, you know what it is, and looking back on this footage, you know what it was? See that table, that communication table, like when we first entered the console? Yeah, I remember that. This right here. All you need to do is go up and grab those papers. Frater, there's no indicator saying that you're capable of picking that up. I know. Unless I misheard something, I mean, it's not like, normally my name is Ripley. Normally my name is a woman named Ripley, like, so it's not like you're like, oh yeah, Ripley, could you pick up those those folders? And it's like, yeah, sure, I could do that. She just kind of does it. I mean, unless you like speed it back, and she actually did. So it was just your ADHD. It's funny too because I'm like wandering around now the ship, and she could get on the intercom and say, most games, if you're delaying, they would say, oh, hey, could you go pick up this? Hey, could you go pick up this? Hey, could you go pick up this? Hey, could you go pick up on this? Hey, could you go pick up on this? And I've had games like that. This one doesn't. This one just literally, it normally it highlights objects that you can interact with. So if you actually think about it, this game was trying to screw me over because I would have just been wandering around the ship the whole stream, just looking like a complete dunce. And technically, right now, I am, because I know what it was, that finally triggered me to be able to move forward. I wonder if there was some people that were like, had no idea what happened because all of a sudden everything just stops. And I wonder if some people didn't get past this. I bet, well, nowadays you could just look it up on Google, and they'll, you could say, well, how do you get past the first part in the ship? And, it'll tell you to do that. Yeah, all you have to do is like grab those folders that you saw there on that table, and it triggers the next scene. But for now, you get to enjoy us like just wandering around the ship and looking goofy. But it's a beautiful ship. I honestly, I don't know. I like this better than. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Oh, up, down, up, down. It's like when you're an autistic kid, like you don't need to understand. Like, you're impressed by these things, like your little toy spaceship, your Star Wars spaceship. The cockpit, the entrance and exit goes up, and it goes down, and you put a guy inside, and then you're like, that's everything to you. So simple. Now the only problem is now I gotta figure out how to get back to the cockpit. Because the game doesn't tell you how to. I guess I could hit the start button or something and see what the briefing says. It doesn't really say anything. Usually, most games will put something on your screen telling you what needs to be done to progress. Well, that's it. We'll see you next show.